Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at valuable coins from the United Kingdom that many people overlook, the 1 shilling coins. These coins were used for over a century, and rare dates, mint marks, and high-grade examples can sell for strong prices among collectors. If you have old British coins lying around, one of these might be worth a lot more than you think. Let's get started. First up, the UK 1 shilling 1958 coin is one of those extraordinary pieces of British pre-decimal currency that continues to rise in value as collectors around the world search for rare pieces from the era of Queen Elizabeth II. This coin, especially in very fine condition, has become a strong contender in the collector's market, and while it once circulated as daily currency, today it stands as a potential treasure capable of attracting high bids and strong investment value. Many people still have this coin hidden in old collections, unaware of just how powerful its financial potential has become in modern numismatic circles. The history behind the 1958 1 shilling coin is a major reason for its growing desirability. Minted during the early years of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, it represents a key period in British history where the monarchy transitioned into a new era of leadership, modernization, and cultural identity. The shilling itself was part of the pre-decimal system used before the introduction of the pound-based decimal currency in 1971, making all pre-decimal coins historically valuable. Coins from the 1950s, in particular, serve as a bridge between traditional British currency and the beginning of significant economic transformation. The design of this coin is a masterpiece of royal symbolism and national heritage. On the obverse, the coin features an early portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, capturing the youthful and iconic representation of her reign's beginning. The reverse design showcases the English lion standing proudly atop a crown, symbolizing strength, heritage, and authority. The inscriptions, crest elements, and sharp detailing contribute to a visually distinguished coin that stands out even among other pre-decimal pieces. In very fine condition, the art and craftsmanship of this coin remain crisp and impressive, enhancing both its aesthetic and monetary value. The circulated history of this coin does not diminish its importance, but adds depth and authenticity. A very fine condition piece shows signs of handling while still preserving most details, readability, and shine. This level of preservation is becoming harder to find because many coins from this era were either heavily worn, misplaced, melted, or simply forgotten. A carefully preserved shilling from 1958 demonstrates how well a coin can survive decades while maintaining collector-grade appeal, making such pieces stand out in auctions and private sales. Rarity is a driving force behind the rising demand for this coin. Although millions were minted, only a small fraction survive today in collectible conditions. Many were removed from circulation during the shift to decimal currency, while others were damaged, leaving fewer suitable for collectors. Every year, the remaining supply shrinks, naturally increasing value as scarcity becomes more pronounced. Owning this coin now means holding a piece that will only grow more difficult to find as time moves forward. Collector demand for pre-decimal British currency has surged globally, fueled by interest in Queen Elizabeth II's historical legacy, British royal artifacts, and coins representing pre-modern currency systems. The 1958 1 shilling coin fits perfectly into this category and appeals to a wide range of collectors, including Commonwealth enthusiasts, royal history researchers, investors, and numismatic specialists who understand the long-term potential of high-grade mid-century coins. The emotional and historical connection to the late Queen further strengthens demand and ensures long-lasting interest. The market value of the 1958 1 shilling coin continues to grow, especially when sold through specialized platforms. While casual markets may offer low returns, auction houses, numismatic groups, collector forums, and international bidding markets can dramatically increase selling prices. Setting the coin in a proper listing with authentication, high-quality photography, and historical context positions it as a premium collectible and attracts buyers willing to pay strong amounts in dollars. The true value lies not just in quick sale, but in strategic selling to a serious collector audience. Maintaining the coin's very fine condition is essential for protecting long-term value. Storing the coin in airtight holders, archival pages, or protective capsules keeps its original detailing safe from further wear. Avoiding unnecessary cleaning preserves surface authenticity and prevents damage that could reduce value. Proper care ensures that the coin continues to appreciate and remains desirable as competition for surviving pieces intensifies. For collectors seeking to maximize credibility, professional grading and authentication can take the coin's value even higher. A certified grade from a reputable numismatic authority not only proves authenticity, but also labels the coin as a verified investment quality artifact, increasing trust among high-end buyers. Once slabbed, the coin becomes part of a protected collector asset category that can be sold internationally with greater confidence. This coin offers inspiration for treasure hunters, collectors, and hobbyists. Many people store old British coins inherited from family members or brought from travel decades ago without realizing their potential. Discovering a 1958 shilling in a drawer or collection can ignite new excitement for coin collecting, transforming casual interest into a rewarding and profitable passion. With rising demand, the possibility of high financial return creates strong motivation to search old collections and preserve what others may overlook. Future value growth is highly promising. As pre-decimal currency moves farther into history, these coins will transition from collectible items to historical artifacts with even greater intrinsic value. Coins linked to Queen Elizabeth II's early reign are expected to appreciate significantly over the coming decades because they represent an era of global influence and cultural legacy that will never be reproduced. The earlier the coin, the more historically powerful its investment potential becomes. The 1958 1 shilling coin stands as a symbol of heritage, value, and opportunity. It holds historical significance, strong design elements, growing rarity, and increasing market interest. Whether held as part of a prestigious collection, showcased as a royal-era artifact, or traded for financial gain, this coin proves that valuable treasures can still be found in everyday places. As curiosity rises and collectors worldwide compete for high-grade pieces, its value will only continue to climb. In conclusion, owning a UK 1 shilling 1958 coin in very fine condition is not just about possessing currency. It is about holding history, culture, and rising value in one small piece of metal. With strong demand, limited surviving supply, and immense collector interest, this coin has the power to elevate your collection and potentially deliver impressive financial returns. The best time to recognize its value and act on this opportunity is now, while these treasures are still within reach and before they become permanently scarce in the market. Next up, the UK 1 shilling coin from 1947, a coin steeped in history, loaded with collector demand, and increasingly sought after in today's global numismatic market. If you're holding one in very fine condition, you may be closer to a valuable piece of British monetary heritage than you think. This 1947 shilling comes from a defining moment in British coinage history. It marks the beginning of a new era when the United Kingdom officially removed silver from its circulating coins after centuries of tradition. Before 1947, shillings contained real silver, but due to rising costs after World War II, the Royal Mint introduced coins made from cupronickel instead. This dramatic shift places the 1947 shilling as the first full year of the modern non-silver currency series, making it historically significant and a major target for collectors. The design of this coin reflects royal pride and national identity. 1 shilling coins of this era came in two main varieties representing the English and Scottish shields, giving collectors multiple unique versions to pursue. The iconic crown shield on the reverse symbolizes strength, heritage, and Britain's monarchy, while the obverse carries the dignified portrait of King George VI, the monarch who guided the nation through war and into rebuilding. Every detail in very fine condition still remains crisp, giving the coin strong eye appeal and historical authority. What makes this coin especially interesting is how it represents a turning point in both metal composition and post-war economic recovery. Even though it lacks silver, its value is driven not only by age, but by symbolism, scarcity in higher grades, and collector interest in the first generation of modern shillings. While millions were minted, very few survived decades of circulation in well-preserved condition, making very fine examples significantly more desirable than heavily worn pieces. Collecting this coin is all about condition and history. A standard circulated example may seem common at first glance, but collectors highly favor pieces with visible lettering, clear shield lines, and minimal wear to the portrait of King George VI. Very fine condition means the coin carries strong detail, with only moderate signs of its journey through British commerce, making it impressive for its age. Demand for this coin comes from multiple collector groups, including monarch enthusiasts, post-war historians, shilling denomination specialists, and those collecting full-date runs of George VI coins. As the market shifts from silver content to historical significance, coins like the 1947 shilling are rising steadily in profile. The more collectors complete sets, the fewer high-grade versions remain available. The market value of the 1947 shilling continues to climb as attention grows internationally, especially among younger collectors discovering pre-decimal British currency. While its face value was once just 1/20th of a pound, today its value multiplies dramatically when sold to the right buyer, depending on condition, demand trends, and collector competition. Very fine specimens often attract strong bidding in auctions and private sales because they represent the ideal balance between budget accessibility and investment potential. Crisp strikes and preserved detail can push values much higher than low-grade coins, making them valuable not only as collectibles, but also as assets for long-term coin portfolios. The key to maximizing profit lies in verifying authenticity, assessing condition accurately, and preserving the coin properly. To protect value, never clean or polish the surface, as this can drastically reduce collector appeal. Instead, store the coin in protective holders and avoid exposure to moisture or rough handling. Finding a 1947 shilling in very fine condition may feel like discovering a relic frozen in time. Whether passed down from family collections, acquired from markets, or found unexpectedly in old storage boxes, each piece carries fragments of British history linked to monarchy, economic change, and post-war restoration. Collectors who invest now stand to benefit from rising demand as older coins continue to leave circulation and enter private collections permanently. Once they are secured, they rarely return to the market, meaning supply gradually tightens while interest grows. For anyone building a serious coin portfolio, the 1947 one shilling is more than just a collectible. It is a statement piece that connects modern currency to its traditional past. It proves that even coins without precious metals can command high market attention when backed by history and rarity in condition. In conclusion, the UK 1 shilling 1947 coin in very fine condition stands as a remarkable treasure for collectors chasing pieces with meaning, scarcity, and long-term growth potential. It reflects the beginning of a new chapter in British coinage, holds strong demand across numismatic circles, and has the power to transform a simple discovery into serious market value. So keep exploring, keep searching, and who knows, your next rare coin find might just be the key to a life-changing collection. Next up, the UK 1 shilling coin from 1953. This coin, especially found in very good condition, is rapidly gaining attention in global markets and is becoming a prized collectible that could bring serious value to collectors who know its true worth. The year 1953 holds a special place in British history because it marked the coronation of Queen Elizabeth II, beginning a new era for the United Kingdom and the world. Coins minted in this year carry a powerful historical presence, symbolizing the rise of a monarch who would go on to reign longer than any predecessor. The 1953 1 shilling coin forms part of the very first coinage issued under her rule, giving it a prestige that collectors highly treasure. This coin's design beautifully captures the identity of the United Kingdom. Like other shillings of the period, it features two different reverse designs representing the nations of England and Scotland, with shields that express heritage and national pride. The portrait of young Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse presents a fresh and early depiction of her reign, making this coin especially desirable to collectors who appreciate its symbolic significance. Minted in cupronickel, the 1953 shilling may not contain precious metal, but its true value lies in its historical timing and rising collector demand. First-year coins are always highly desirable, and this one marks the official beginning of a new monarch's coinage, adding both emotional and historical depth to its appeal. Very good condition examples still hold noticeable detail in the shield lines, lettering, and portrait features, maintaining their beauty and collectability. Although millions were minted, fewer remain today in strong condition because these coins circulated widely throughout the 1950s and 1960s. Many became worn, damaged, or lost over time. This is why finding a 1953 one shilling in well-preserved condition is an achievement that places collectors ahead in the hunt, especially as demand continues to grow internationally. Collectors value this coin not only for history and rarity, but for its connection to the longest reigning British monarch. As Queen Elizabeth II's era transitions into historical legacy, coins from the beginning of her rule are becoming even more desirable. This makes the 1953 shilling a high-potential investment coin that is gaining traction across auction platforms and private sales. In today's market, the value of coins from the first year of a monarchy can appreciate significantly, especially when future generations recognize their historical weight. The 1953 one shilling holds that exact potential. Demand from collectors in the UK, former Commonwealth nations, and international numismatic communities is continually pushing interest and value upward. Very good condition examples command considerably higher prices than heavily circulated copies, and the gap continues to widen as condition-focused collectors compete for the best-preserved pieces. The cleaner the fields, the sharper the portrait, and the more visible the shield details, the stronger the market response becomes. For collectors aiming to hold this coin long-term, proper preservation is essential. Avoid cleaning or polishing, which can permanently damage original surfaces and reduce desirability. Store the coin in secure holders, protect it from humidity, and document provenance when possible to enhance future sale potential. Searching for this coin can be a journey filled with excitement. It may appear in inherited collections, antique shops, old coin tins, or local collectible markets. Each piece discovered represents a historic frozen moment from the dawn of Queen Elizabeth's reign, making the hunt rewarding both financially and emotionally. As global attention shifts to monarch transition coins, collectors are racing to secure earlier pieces before prices rise further. Once they are absorbed into private collections, fewer coins re-enter the market, tightening supply and increasing demand for remaining examples. This coin has the potential to become a key highlight in any British pre-decimal collection. It is not only a monetary artifact, but a historical milestone minted at the very start of one of the most iconic reigns in world history. Its value lies in rarity, symbolism, preservation, and growing demand in the numismatic world. In conclusion, the UK 1 shilling 1953 coin in very good condition stands as a powerful collectible with increasing market value, historical significance, and tremendous potential for serious collectors. Its position as the first year of Queen Elizabeth II's coinage gives it lasting prestige, and with rising demand, it could be a standout piece that turns a simple discovery into a life-changing treasure. Keep searching, keep collecting, and your next rare find might be the key to unlocking true value. Next up, the UK 1 shilling 1957 coin, a circulating era relic that holds powerful historical significance and growing collector appeal. Even in circulated condition, this coin stands out as a rising star in the numismatic market, and collectors around the world are putting it on their priority list for its increasing demand and investment potential. The year 1957 sits firmly within the early reign of Queen Elizabeth II, a time when Britain was shaping its identity in the post-war era and transitioning into a modern world. Coins from this decade are deeply connected to a period of reconstruction, technological progress, and cultural renewal. The 1957 1 shilling coin acts as a preserved piece of that historical transformation, carrying the legacy of everyday life and national pride during a significant chapter of British history. The obverse of this coin features the youthful portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, marking the early years of her rule, which collectors cherish as a snapshot of a monarch who would later become the longest reigning in British history. This early portrait is considered iconic in numismatics, making coins from this period especially desirable to collectors who respect both history and aesthetics. Each circulated coin reflects the passage of time and the journey it has traveled through hands, wallets, and eras. The reverse design varies between England and Scotland versions, each incorporating symbols of heritage, culture, and sovereignty. Both designs showcase detailed shields with traditional emblems that reflect national pride, making the 1957 shilling not just currency, but a miniature historical document. Even in circulated condition, the remaining design elements hold beauty and serve as a reminder of the artistry embedded in mid-20th century British coinage. Although millions were minted, not all survive today in collectible condition. Many coins from this period were exchanged, worn down, damaged, or removed from circulation during the shift to decimal currency. This natural disappearance makes surviving examples increasingly valuable as collectors gradually absorb them into private holdings. A circulated piece still carrying strong detail is becoming harder to find, especially for enthusiasts who seek original, untouched examples. Collectors are especially drawn to this coin because it comes from the early phase of Queen Elizabeth II's reign, a period rapidly gaining attention due to historical significance. As time passes, coins bearing her earliest portraits continue to rise in value because they represent the origins of a remarkable era. Coins like the 1957 shilling are no longer seen simply as common currency. They are historical artifacts commanding respect among serious collectors. Market demand for pre-decimal British coins is growing internationally, particularly in countries once connected to the British Empire and Commonwealth. This expanding interest boosts the value of coins like the 1957 shilling, pushing collectors to secure their copies before prices climb due to scarcity. Auctions, private sales, and online marketplace listings increasingly show higher premiums for well-preserved circulated pieces. In today's market, circulated 1957 shillings may sell for modest prices at basic entry levels, but high-grade circulated pieces, early portrait varieties, and stamps with sharp detail are experiencing price appreciation as collector competition intensifies. Condition plays a major role, and even circulated coins that maintain original surfaces, readable lettering, and defined shield elements capture higher bids. As demand rises, investors see this coin as a cost-effective entry point with strong future potential. Value also rises when coins come with historical documentation, collection provenance, or unique storage preservation. Collectors increasingly prioritize originality, preferring coins that have not been cleaned, polished, or altered, as natural, whereas considered more valuable than artificial shine. A naturally aged circulated coin holds authenticity and charm that refined collectors seek. If you are looking to find this coin, start hunting through inherited coin collections, antique shops, flea markets, estate auctions, and online platforms where sellers may underestimate historical pieces. Many holders still treat this coin as a common relic from the past, making it possible to acquire hidden gems at incredibly low prices before the market fully realizes their potential. Proper storage is essential to protect long-term value. Place coins in acid-free holders, shield them from moisture, and store them away from abrasive materials. Never clean the coin, as cleaning strips original surfaces and dramatically reduces collector appeal. Preserving natural detail is key to maintaining long-term appreciation and attracting premium buyers. This coin holds both historical and emotional power. It represents the post-war revival of Britain, the early ascension of Queen Elizabeth II, and the national identity reflected through heraldic designs. Owning the 1957 one shilling is like holding a piece of mid-century culture anchored in the memory of a nation that shaped modern history. In conclusion, the UK 1 shilling 1957 coin in circulated condition remains a valuable and highly sought-after collectible that carries increasing market demand and strong future potential. From historical importance to rising collector interest and international appeal, this coin stands as a timeless treasure. Whether you're expanding your collection or searching for coins that could one day deliver extraordinary value, the 1957 shilling is a rewarding piece you won't want to overlook. Keep collecting, stay curious, and the next coin you discover might be the key to unlocking true worth.